Okay. So one evening, as I was sipping a cup of coffee with my father told me, go to Toastmasters. I was like, Toastmasters? And me and my father has this habit of discussing, this is one new restaurant is there or some cafes are there. So I thought this is some cafe and he's telling me to visit there. So I found it okay, I will search it. So I went to the internet and then I came to know this is a public speaking platform and I found it interesting. So I contacted Kanchan at that time. So she told me about the details and the next Saturday I attended the meeting. The first meeting itself was very, you can call it exciting because for the table topic session, I was given a table topic, I was elected as to give a speech. I had given the character of Donald Trump. So we had to do a debate on that and I found it very interesting and from that day my journey of Toastmaster began. Madam President, Toastmaster of the day, my fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, a very good evening to all of you.
Good evening.
My name is Suhas Mule. My hometown is Pune itself. I've completed my bachelor's in mechanical engineering. I stay in a joint family. We 8 people live together. My father and uncle both are in a pharmaceutical company. My mother works as a teacher in a pre-primary school and my cousin brother has just given his 12th standard examination. Speaking about my hobbies and interests, I love to teach. That is my passion and that is the area of interest which I want to pursue my career in. Other things that I like is trekking. I've completed 4 treks as Toastmaster of the Rashmi told. I love trekking. I've completed the 4 Himalayan treks, the Manali Deotibba Base trek, the Rupkund trek, the Spiti Valley trek and the Hamta Pass trek. These are the 4 treks which I've completed and I wish to complete other treks very soon. The other things like I love to play cricket, listening music. So as the life passes by, there are few memories which we never forget and I would like to tell you a few memories which I never forget. The one memory is of the school. We all love school and we never forget the memories of the school. Being in the school, I was very beloved by all the teachers. I was all-time favorite of all teachers. Sanika and Surbi know because they are my schoolmates. They know, so they can relate it to this. So one incident which I never forget about the school was in standard 10. Me and my class teacher was doing some work and one of my old friends, he was just troubling me from behind. He was just pulling my collar and just I said, Rohan, just stop doing that. And I don't know what happened to teacher. She just stood up, she went to Rohan, she slapped him left and right, continuously, and they both remember that incident. And I was like, what happened to teacher? She slapped him left and right and I was so sorry to him. And he is notorious. I know from the beginning he was notorious, but from the first time I had seen him crying in life because he had been slapped so hard. But I of course apologized to him and I remember this incident where whenever this topic comes out, we all have a laugh because that incident was very funny. Another incident which I would like to tell you is my Lakshadweep camp. After 10th standard, we all decided to go somewhere. So we all friends decided to go to this Lakshadweep camp. And the main thing which I was worried about was the swimming part because I'm scared of water. I did not know swimming. So finally, but we had this enthusiasm. All friends were going, school friends. So let's go. Let's see what happens over there. So we went to Lakshadweep. We reached the Kavaratti Island, the capital of Lakshadweep. So we went over there. And first few days, the activities were very simple, like kayaking, that is the rowing of boat, that did not require swimming. And it was snorkeling and whatever the activities were there, it had to be done with a life jacket. So there was not an issue of doing such things. But the main concern was the 3rd day, the scuba diving activity. All of them were interested in and I was also interested in, but it was like I don't know swimming and how I'm going to do this activity. So finally the day came, my friends were convincing me, they lent me a hand. Do this activity. This is once in a lifetime. So I decided to do this activity. So we sat on this small boat because this boat takes us to the middle of the ocean. And in Lakshadweep, you can see the shades of water. As the depth of water increases, you can see the color of water changing from light blue to the dark blue. So we reached a point where the color was absolutely dark. And I was like, should I do it? It is so dark. And within the count of 3, my friends started jumping in the water. And you know, in scuba diving, the harness is there with oxygen cylinder and all. I was wearing that, but I was confused. Should I go? I was thinking, bachunga ya nahi bachunga. I was like that. But then I told my instructor, he pushed me He pushed me inside the water. As I went into the water, I could feel the water, the touch of the water, the coldness of water. And my heartbeat had risen. They had risen to a greater extent. So when my feet touched the ground, I opened my eyes. It was a totally different world. Just different. I cannot explain what feeling it was, but we had been given this breadcrumbs so that fishes would attract around us. So all the fishes were there. There were corals around, small turtles. It was just beautiful feeling. Those 20 minutes in water were just life-changing. And after that activity, when I came back to my boat, I was crying with happiness. I felt I have achieved something great. I felt life should stop here. I am the top of the world. I literally felt that. I guess most of you have seen the Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. But I would tell you, the scene happened with me much before, and the Hrithik Roshan scene was shot much later. So the copyright is with me. So that was the incident. But one thing which I would like to tell you, that the fear I conquered of water was great. And I would like to tell you that do conquer the fear. Though it is a bit difficult, but try towards it so that you conquer your fear. With this, over to you, Toastmaster.